This is White Horse.
I've got like 3 credit cards, and I max them out, rip them up, and throw them away.
And just a few years ago, he had a regular life.
I had just retired. I had a big house.
But then something happened that changed everything.
The house burnt down.
No way.
Yeah, so I said, F it. I'm just going to buy a motorhome and I'm going to leave.
And now, far past the age of retirement, he has taken a gamble.
Then this hostel came up. The guy wanted to sell it. I was like, okay.
But what you will find is that he's running his business from the last free place in America, SLAB City. This city is located near a toxic lake in the middle of the Californian desert where temperature reach up to 130 degrees during the summer. The city has no running water, no electricity, no police, nothing. It is an open community where anyone can come, claim land, and build whatever they want. Forget about taxes, real estate ownerships, or anything else. Welcome to the apocalypse.
Welcome to Finance Action, live from SLAB City. And today, guys, this video is going to be exciting as we're going to dive into actual business owners in SLAB City. And so let me introduce you to our guest, White Horse. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
I'm doing great.
How long have you been living in SLAB City for?
7 years.
7 years, okay. And what were you doing before that? Where were you living?
I had a big house. So I turned it into a community house and rented out rooms to college kids.
Okay.
After about a year of doing that, the house burnt down.
No way.
Yeah, it burnt down. After about a year of trying to get like rerouted, after the fire, I said, fuck it. I'm just going to buy a motorhome and I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Eventually was coming down here because I'd seen some videos just like other people, and it seemed like a cool place, eclectic, different. So we stayed another day or two, and then this hostel came up. The guy wanted to sell it, and there was like, I don't know, half a dozen people wanting to buy it, and he wanted to sell it to me and this girl.
How much was he asking?
He was asking $8,500 for it.
For the hostel?
Yeah.
And how much had you at the time been able to get from your house that you had?
I probably had maybe $80,000.
Oh, you had $80,000 when you came?
Probably something like that, yeah. We made a deal with him and filled out a paper and stuff. He didn't have any, I'm a businessman, like we were talking. Like before I built houses for a living, in my 30s I was into marketing and finance and insurance. I wore a suit and tie every day.
No way.
All that kind of stuff. And he had no records about anything, about the money. When you buy a business, you look at shit, and you can't own the land.
That's right.
That wasn't an issue with me at all. I was like, okay, because I felt like I was supposed to buy it.
So you bought it at the time for 85?
Yeah.
Or did you negotiate?
Well, later on, I only ended up paying $6,000 for it.
And what did you buy at that time? What was it in the deal? What was in the deal?
Pretty much most everything here. I've changed things around.
And now let's experience some of the properties that you have to host as Airbnbs. So let's get started. So tell me a little bit about the story of this one.
I bought this camper. I drove all the way to Salt Lake City.
Do you remember how much you bought it for?
I bought it for $2,300.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is just a camper we're not using right now.
Oh, I see. It's kind of a temporary
My
one.
cat moved in here, and she has babies. She has 4 little kittens.
Oh, I see.
But this is a nice little camper.
How much did you buy this one for?
I ended up buying it for $400.
$400. And then you have another one here.
Yeah, this is my personal camper, but I actually have traveled in this in the summertime. Just hooked my truck up to it and drove up all over in California and stuff, but I stay in here now.
You have your own shower and everything?
No, I have my own bathroom though.
How much did you buy this one for?
I bought this about 5 or 6 years ago for $5,500. In 7 months, I can make $10,000 or $12,000.
Wow.
But it's easy money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you meet people.
It does keep me busy sometimes. There's always something to work on or fix, but retirement is not doing nothing, You have to have things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do anyway.
Yeah.
Now, these 2 campers were here when I came here. But we split this one in half. There's a wall in the middle, so you can.
Two bedrooms?
Yeah.
How many did you buy this one for?
It was here when I bought the place.
Oh, I see. And you rent those for about $30 a night?
Yeah.
Nice.
And you know, like I said, everybody has to use the outhouse and the shower and the kitchen, you know, if they want to do stuff. But this one was already here. This is nice. Well, you know, I got to mop the floor and clean it up and look at all the dust.
So could you recruit someone from the slabs for like $10 to help you completely bring this back to life?
Oh, yeah, easily.
What are you waiting to do this business venture on this one, for example?
Because right now we don't need it. And I just got back here 2 days ago.
Oh, you did?
I've been going for 3 months in Guatemala.
In terms of occupancy, are you able to fill up pretty much? What's the...
Well, it doesn't happen all the time, but I've had like 16, 18 people here a few times.
Like at once?
Yeah. People camping, people in the campers because they put up tents, people sleep in the hammock, people sleep outside on the couch for $10. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're leaving people for $10 sleeping
Yeah,
on the
just
couch?
sleep on the couch because it's a hostel, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be an economical place for travelers. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what hostels are.
I see. And so if you were to say per month, how much are you able to generate?
February, March, and April, I made $2,500. And I thought, well, wow, that's pretty cool. Another 5 months, you know, or something, I'd already made all the money back.
Do you have any other form of debt right now or no? You have no credit card debt, no mortgage, no debt?
No.
Are you sure?
No. I usually pay my credit card off every month. I have with my bank.
Do you still use credit cards for anything?
Well, to be honest with you, I kind of figured that out about 7 years ago or something like that, 6 years ago. I had this credit card that I'd gotten into some trouble with years before, and I owed $7,500 on it. And I was paying $125 a month, and but you know, not really getting anywhere with it. You know how they work.
Yep.
I just decided I didn't need the credit card. I had a credit card with my bank that I'd kept good. I always pay it off. I called them up. I said, well, I'm on a fixed income now. I can't really afford this $125 a month anymore. And so I'm just going to not pay anymore. And of course, then they try to tell you this is going to ruin your credit and all. I said, I don't care. I don't care. You know, I don't need it. You know, I don't need the credit. And I had $50,000 in the bank. So if I really want a thing, I can go. I said, why am I keep paying this? And I told him, I said, you could probably get your actuaries to go in here and look at this thing where I've had it for I don't know how long, and you've probably made plenty of money already on it. You know what I mean? So I stopped paying them.
And what did they do?
They called me one time, and I told the collection person the same thing, and then they never bothered me. But they'll still, I just got something 6 months ago. Now, if I pay $1,250, which is, I think they said 20% of the $7,500, that they would wipe it slate clean if I paid.
Are you going to pay it?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to jump right on that shit, you know. But then
fair.
I became a little bit silly with that whole idea. And since then, I dropped that big one. I've got like 3 credit cards. And I max them out, rip them up, and throw them away. Probably got $4,000 or $5,000 from credit card companies because they keep sending me this shit, and they're trying to fuck me over. They'll tell you all this, but they want you to fuck up, so you know, miss a payment so that you can start paying 29% or 38% interest if you miss one payment. They got it all figured out. They're not sending all them offers to people to lose money. So I just take advantage of them, just like they were trying to take advantage of me. And I've done it 3 or 4 times, but I don't get any credit cards no more.
I mean, your credit is probably shot.
It's pretty much shot.
Yeah, well,
I
don't encourage this.
Oh, you do, yeah, you
yeah,
encourage.
like,
but I'm in a situation in my life where I can, you know, I can. I don't need credit.
You don't really care for the system, pretty much.
No, it screws over so many people.
And so, what have you done with the other $70,000+.
Well, I went and bought a big truck and a camper that I'm staying in that. I bought that.
Do you have your money invested in any way right now?
Yeah, I have a $40,000 CD.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty much your retirement?
Well, I get $1,300 a month from the government.
Wow.
I try to just live on that. And that's the cool thing about how the hostel worked out for me, because I bought a camper and I was retired, and I could come here in October and stay for 7 months. I don't have no rent or anything, and I just, sit around and be me pretty much, and people come and go. People come and give me money, like you.
That's right.
Somebody came this morning and gave me $10.
To take a shower?
Yeah, and use the bathroom. He was in a hurry. Some people will pay ahead and they get like 3 for 10 and stuff like that. After the first 1 or 2 seasons, I realized, so I would try to save, my goal would be to save $7,500 during those 7 months and pay my bills and stuff. And then when I left in the summer for 5 months, I'd had $7,500. I just started traveling every summer. And people always ask me, well, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? I said, I go wherever the hell I want to, because I'm going to spend all this money. Because I know when I come back in October, I can make all this money again. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I've been doing it like that for 5 years. Yeah, just traveling all over the place. And like last summer, I went to Mexico and Guatemala and stuff. And yeah, and just having to, so it's been a real blessing to me monetarily.
How do you manage employment in SLAB City? I mean, you have employees here that are working for you. Or are you doing everything yourself?
I have a couple people in the slabs. They'll redo the campers for me, and I pay them $10 an hour. That's pretty much the rate in SLAB City is $10 an hour. Really.
$10 an hour?
People will come and dig a hole for you, for a shitter or for something like that, you know what I mean? And it's $10 an hour.
And you find that $10 in SLAB City pretty much goes a long way here, right?
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, well, yeah, because people, they call SLAB City the last free place in America, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is free to the extent that you can bring a car out here or a van or a tent, and you can find you a little plot, and you see them, around here. People just build stuff out of nothing. I've referred to myself before as a slumlord, because they aren't. It's just. But they're nice, they're clean, they're okay, they're comfortable, and but it does provide us a place for certain people. A lot of people come here to just get $700-800 a month.
So, but also I want to dive into some of the costs with running a business here. So you're bringing water and so on. What are some of those costs?
I can run a hostel for $100 a month, because of course I have to spend, there was a solar system here, but I probably got a couple $1,000s in my solar system, which runs most everything. We can run a vacuum cleaner in the afternoon, I love it. Like if we go to the shower, it's a solar shower. But you have to work with Father Son. You can't wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and use the microwave. You have to wait till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You got to work with them a little bit. You can't just have it all on demand. So once that's done, that don't cost me nothing.
So you can build a true business in SLAB City.
Yeah, well, the guy that I bought it from, Blue, he's the one that first showed people that you could make money in SLAB City. He did that. Because other Airbnbs and other things have come up since he started the first one.
Okay, White Horse. So we've spoken a little bit about the business. In terms of your investments, right now it's on a CD. So you're just, are you tapping into your savings right now, or you're just living off your business?
Not really. No, I try to live off what I got. I don't know what's going to happen. If I could sell the hostel, but thing is, you can't sell the hostel for what it's worth, because nobody's going to pay that much money for it.
How much would you want to sell it for?
It's probably worth at least $40,000.
Today someone knocks at the door. How much would it take for you to sell this?
I'd take $25,000. I'd say that.
So someone comes with 15 right now, cash, you don't take it?
I was offered 15 for it a couple of years ago. And somebody did come here one time and had 12,000 cash. That was like 5 years ago.
What do you think is going to be the future for this place right here, your business, and SLAB City?
Well, I don't see it changing really. Like I've said before, SLAB City is a premier destination for world travelers. People come from all over Europe.
What do you think brings people in this place?
Well, I have people like you come from France with a photographer and a writer and a audio person and spend 5 days and go back to France and create a thing that they sell to magazines. Because SLAB City is, people know about it, people talk about it.
Do you think that SLAB City is a good place for potential business owners?
No, not really. Some people have started, like Ken up here, there's actually a restaurant up there. Okay. But as far as coming in here and really making a lot of money, that ain't gonna happen.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Whitehorse. It was a pleasure. Thank you for coming, guys, on the show and following the story of residents here living in the last place for free in America. I'm just kidding with you. All right, guys, we see you in the next video. À bientôt.